A luxury car and designer watch can conceal credit card debts, and a mortgage that consumes a significant portion of income. This discrepancy creates a persistent anxiety that one missed payment could trigger a series of distressing trade-offs. The core issue stems from viewing savings as whatever is left after paying bills, subscriptions, and engaging in impulse spending. Another contributing factor is depending on monthly willpower rather than establishing automatic rules that operate without requiring constant effort. When spending habits lack structure, debt accumulates, savings remain stagnant, and options dwindle with each new financial obligation. Over time, work feels less like a choice and more like a necessity to keep everything afloat. One household sets up automatic transfers into retirement and emergency funds, organising their lives around what remains. In contrast, another household delays those transfers and relies on credit to manage unexpected expenses and shortfalls. This video shares 5 ideas for how automatic routines can replace the need for constant decision-making and alleviate financial stress. Inspired by The Automatic Millionaire by David Buck, make sure to subscribe for more practical breakdowns of effective financial strategies. The latte factor represents small, repeated purchases that hinder larger savings and investments over time. The key is compounding. Redirecting just a few dollars daily can lead to significant growth when invested for the long term. Small ongoing expenses often seem trivial compared to major costs like rent, taxes, or insurance premiums. However, when accumulated over months and years, these expenses can derail important goals like debt repayment, saving for a home, or preparing for retirement. A valuable exercise is tracking every expenditure, including cash, cards, and automatic charges for several days. This record frequently uncovers a cluster of habits that can be refined without sacrificing genuine satisfaction. This insight supports the fundamental principle that building wealth begins with awareness before making advanced investing decisions. Once your spending patterns are identified, automatic transfers can capture the saved amount before it is translated into unnecessary spending. A practical next step is to choose one habit to replace and allocate that same amount to a scheduled investment contribution. Another effective step is to repeat the tracking process quarterly to avoid the gradual reappearance of forgotten expenses. The concept of paying yourself first means directing a set portion of income into savings before allowing spending or bills to take precedence. Utilizing payroll deductions for retirement plans automates this choice and minimizes dependence on monthly discipline. When obligations are prioritized over savings, they are often left with little to no money to invest in their future. Taking advantage of pre-tax retirement accounts can legally lower your tax burden, resulting in more funds dedicated to future investments. One employee selects a percentage for contributions, ensuring that deposits increase as income rises and habits shift gradually. Meanwhile, another employee postpones enrollment and observes as months pass while every additional dollar finds a new place to go. This method aligns day-to-day cash flow with long-term security, rather than relying on discipline that may not materialize later. Automatic contributions minimize the need for repetitive decision-making, since the system maintains consistency even during busy periods. A valuable next step is to connect with human resources, locate the enrollment link, and select a starting percentage today. After the first month, slightly raise the percentage and continue this process until the desired savings rate feels comfortable. A system becomes dependable when debt payments are proactive rather than reactive, allowing credit cards to take a back seat. DOLP, a ranking method that divides each balance by its minimum payment, helps determine the most effective target for payoff. This approach is crucial because focused extra payments can significantly reduce the payoff time, while relying solely on minimum payments can leave balances stagnant. Automating your payment amounts helps ensure you never miss a due date, which can lead to fees and higher interest costs. One effective strategy involves consolidating your plan on paper, ranking your accounts, and targeting the one with the lowest DOLP first. Once that card is paid off, redirect the same extra payment to the next target, creating visible progress each month. This strategy aligns with the overall approach of setting significant financial decisions on autopilot, rather than depending solely on motivation. When debt decreases automatically, the extra cash flow can be redirected towards investing without needing to overhaul the entire plan. A practical next step is to contact each card issuer to set up automatic debits or utilize bank bill pay on consistent dates. If these systems prove effective, consider subscribing to methods that further build routines to save time, reduce stress, and support your long-term goals. A rainy day fund is most effective when it operates separately from daily spending and is reserved for genuine emergencies. The key mechanism is to limit access so that regular purchases do not compete with funds earmarked for urgent situations. This is important because frequent withdrawals can diminish the cushion, forcing the household back to credit cards for unexpected costs. A dedicated money market account can keep cash accessible while creating a barrier that deters casual transfers. A typical mistake is blending emergency cash with bill money, then borrowing from it for everyday expenses. Keeping these accounts separate minimizes temptation and ensures the emergency balance remains visible and secure. This separation supports the broader system by preventing emergencies from disrupting retirement contributions or debt repayment schedules. With a safety net established, stress levels decline, leading to more composed decisions during health crises, car repairs, or job transitions. A straightforward next step is opening a separate account and arranging automatic transfers every pay period. Another crucial step is to define what constitutes an emergency and write down the guidelines in a visible place. A bi-weekly mortgage plan divides the monthly payment in half and submits it every 2 weeks. Since there are 26 half payments each year, this schedule results in one additional full payment annually. This approach decreases interest over the life of the loan and accelerates the payoff timeline without altering the mortgage terms. It replaces irregular extra payments with a consistent system managed through automatic drafts or scheduled transfers. Some homeowners prefer to enlist a service for timing, while others directly send the half payments to their lender. Regardless of the method, consistency is essential to ensure that extra principal reductions happen year after year without extra effort. This approach leverages automation to ensure long-term financial progress, even during hectic periods. It also accelerates future cash flow, allowing for investments, charitable giving, or family aspirations without accruing new debt. A next step is to contact the lender to verify how extra payments are allocated and to set up bi-weekly drafts. Another important step is to compare the bi-weekly payment method with a consistent monthly extra amount and select the most straightforward option. The essential shift is creating a lifestyle where financial growth continues even when your focus is diverted elsewhere. Automated routines transform long-term goals into actionable tasks, eliminating the need for monthly discussions about priorities. Awareness of small expenses, prioritizing savings, an effective debt repayment order, maintaining emergency funds, and utilizing bi-weekly mortgages all work synergistically. Each of these strategies diminishes reliance on willpower, enhancing the likelihood that your financial plans withstand the demands of work and family life. Over time, debts diminish, savings increase, and your options grow because the system consistently executes the same strategies. This cumulative benefit results in reduced stress, greater flexibility, and a clearer focus on your health and relationships. A good starting point is to establish one automatic transfer, one automatic payment, and one regular review date within the coming week. Maintain your system by reviewing totals monthly, making gradual adjustments to percentages, and keeping emergency guidelines visible. With consistent application, this plan evolves into a routine, leading to long-term results without daily effort. If you find this structure beneficial, subscribe for more straightforward frameworks that simplify your financial decision-making process.